Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing another baking video for you guys. I have recently fallen in love with / been obsessed with French meringues. If you don't know what they are, they're basically just like sugar and egg whites, but they're amazing. They're these little cute desserts, if you will, but I thought I would do kind of a fall take on meringues. And of course be super basic by making them pumpkin spice flavored meringues because that's what I was in the mood for. Patience is everything when you are making meringues. They take a long time to make. I definitely skip a couple of steps because I have no patience. Obviously, they take around 3 hours to make total. Like I said, lots of patience go into making meringues, but the recipe is super simple. It's very easy to follow. I'm gonna link the recipe that I follow down below. I use this recipe every single time. It never has failed me. The only thing I do different is I don't put in cream of tartar because I don't have it. I've never used it before and they've always turned out just fine. The recipe also tells you to let your meringues cool in the oven with the door open for an hour. Once again, I just don't have that patience in my life, so I just take them out and eat them right away because I've already been waiting for 2 hours. Another hour would kill me. Without further ado, let's get into the recipe.
You're going to need a couple of things to make these meringues, obviously. Starting out with egg whites, these need to be at room temperature. Half a cup of super fine sugar, a baking sheet with parchment paper over top of it. I like to use a cooling rack to set everything on when I'm done. You're gonna need a piping bag and little pipers. And whatever flavoring you want to use. I chose to use pumpkin pie spice so I could make pumpkin spice meringues. You're also going to need vanilla extract and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Gonna add the salt into our sugar and then add in a little more pumpkin spice. Like I said before, I'm going to blend this all together in my magic bullet to make my sugar super fine sugar. Since I only had normal sugar on hand, I just blend the rest until it kind of resembles more of powdered sugar. Now I'm combining my vanilla extract in with my egg whites, and I'm going to put those into our stand mixer and beat them on the highest level that I have and really start to kind of get them as stiff as possible. Be very patient with this. This total process probably took about 4 minutes. Just be very patient. This takes a little bit of time. Can see here I'm checking them. They're not as stiff as I want them to be, so I'm gonna continue to beat them. Once you have good stiff peaks, you can go ahead and start combining in your sugar. You want to do this very gradually. So I just kind of tap a little in and let it all mix in. You'll know that the sugar is combined whenever it looks more glossy. It'll not look so matte, it'll start to look more glossy peaks. So once I kind of see that it's all mixed in, I go ahead and add a little bit more. This also takes a lot of patience, but as I said before, just be very patient. And then I'm just scraping off that excess meringue because that is good stuff, but you'll notice it's very stiff. It's holding onto that spoon. Gonna use this little flat piping tool. I never really had used this one before and I honestly didn't love it. I'm just filling up my piping bag as much as I can, and as far as piping these goes, you don't need to worry about them being very spaced out from each other. They don't really grow when you bake them. So you can do them pretty much right next to each other. It doesn't really matter. Just try and get them all kind of the same size is really my only tip. I switched piping nozzles to this one because, as I said, I didn't like the one I was using. And I'm just randomly making little patterns and designs. Really, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn more piping skills, but this is all I got for now. This is how many I got out of that little concoction. And I'm gonna pop them into the oven now. The oven is at 200. It is incredibly low heat. And after 2 hours of cooking, I can't wait any longer. I'm taking them out and putting them on the cooling rack, and this is what I wound up with. They're very, very crunchy, they're crisp, they have that nice clean break to them, and these were honestly amazing. These turned out really, really nice, and I had a great time making them, so that's it.
That is it, you guys. That is how I make my pumpkin pie spice meringues. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. I love baking so much. Please let me know if you want to see me bake anything at all. I'm down for any challenge. Also, one thing I wanted to let you guys know is the best way I have found to store these is in a Tupperware container in my freezer. If you leave your meringues just like out on the counter, what happens is they absorb all the moisture in the air and they don't stay crisp. They get like gooey and weird. It's just not a good look. And it kind of ruins all your hard work. So I would definitely recommend storing them either in your fridge or your freezer, somewhere where they're not going to be exposed to any humidity. Humidity is definitely the #1 killer of meringues. You do not want humidity anywhere near your meringues. Thanks again for watching. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I put out new videos every single Wednesday and I would love to have you guys. Hope you're all having an amazing fall so far, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys.